tripod. Of course, it's not going to want to work. Never does. All right, hold on. Let's fake spin this thing. Orientation is locked. Why are you locking the orientation? I don't understand why this damn phone does this. Hold on. I'm trying to fix my phone. I can't even see comments. Once again, this is why I hate streaming on YouTube. It's always a pain in the ass if you use the phone app. Let's see if I can find the settings. Oh. Well, I guess we'll just stream this way. I don't really want to. I can't. Somebody leave a comment or something, see if I can see it. Let me see here. Chat filter. All messages. Alright. Somebody leave a comment, let me know if I can see it. Or somebody text me and let me know if it's working or not. Yeah, I got my TikTok shorts on, but I hate. It's always an issue every time I stream. Well, I don't want green screen. There we go. Tim Armstrong, he's let me know. I gotta get this off this green screen. Oh my god. I don't want that. I'm trying to turn it sideways. Caleb says he can see me. All right, guys, good. All right, so it's been a long time since I've streamed on YouTube, and I thought, man, it's Friday night. If it's get ready for a tournament and not catch them probably, and I'll bring you guys along. We would talk some bass fishing. I'm trying to figure this out and why it's not going sideways. Why is orientation locked? It's not on my phone. So I can't even see some of the comments. But all right, so yeah, I'm just sitting in my boat here. I bought some new reels. I got to string them up. This thing. So I got an SLX 70XG. Never owned the 70 SLX. I do like the Chrono 70s, and this is going to be my little workhorse tomorrow because I'm going to do a lot of pitching, and this thing is really nice. So I've got a rod here. I want to put this thing on. I just got a new one. This is one a lot of guys asked me about. This is the new 6 Cents Unicorn. This is a 7.4 heavy. So I'm going to use this to do a little pitching. Caleb, I don't know if they are or not. They ought to be getting really, really close. So that's kind of what I'm going to go for. The water is dropping, which actually I kind of like. I'm not going to be out there scoping. But when the water is 362, 363, when it's really high, you know, those fish get back to where you can't get them. I like it down there like 360, 361, just enough water to put 2.5 foot of water in the bushes. But with it falling, I'm actually going to be concentrating on the flats in front of the bushes, stuff like that. Obviously, I'm going to pitch some laydowns and some other cover. But SLX 70 on that Unicorn, that's a pretty sexy combo, pretty light combo. I got to cut the tag off this rod. I got a bunch of new stuff here behind me from 6 Cents. Kind of new. Good time to use these guys. These are the new fishing shears from 6 Cents. Put these in the boat show. They actually come with this little pocket, so you know you can clip this on your belt if you want to do that, or somewhere on your boat. But these are nice. These are actually. Someone asked about these holes. You could actually stick your line through here and hold your line, and then you can clip it. You can do a lot of different stuff with that. This right here, these little notches, it's for putting like your, let's see, I'll show you right here. So you got a crankbait and you need to tune it. I'll get one of my crankbaits out of my piles right here. I need to clean this up too. So you got a crankbait, and this is a PD, I believe it's a PD14. It's a deeper diver. You got these little notches on these scissors. You can stick it right here. You see that? You slide that, and then you can pull left, pull right. You can kind of tune that up. Instead of trying to take pliers and get it all lined up, you just stick that in a notch and you can twist it. You can tune your crankbait like that. So pretty cool. It's got a bottle opener. I don't really worry about that. You know, you got crippers down here. Really cool. These are on the websites. What's up, Flounder Pounder? I appreciate it. Thanks for that. I'll be back on Whatnot Sunday night. I've got a lot of rare baits I need to, a lot of rare baits that I need to get rid of. Got to move some stuff. So anyway, I'll put them pliers down here in my boat. I'm not going to use this thing. Probably save it for some time of need. Those are on the 6 Cents website. Really sweet. I got a backup pair too with gray handles. So they got two types on the website. They got ones with gray handles, and then they got ones with red handles. Let's find the gray handle one. Bam. All right. So first thing I'm going to rig up here. I'm going to go with a little kind of flipping pitching bait, and I'm going to run some Seagar on here. So thanks, LFG. YouTube doesn't like me very well because haven't uploaded in a long time. So if there's anything you guys got questions on, we can talk. We can talk Scott Martin. We can talk Bass Boat Rex, whatever. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was gonna make a little video, just straight up InvesX. I like to pitch with 17 pound, and you're gonna think I'm really crazy for doing that around heavy cover, but this stuff's pretty strong. I'm gonna try to fish a little jig, a little rich. I got a swim jig I'm about ready to tie on. I like 17 pound. Again, I'm going to be fishing the outside of stuff. I'm not going to have to fight these fish really, really far. So I'm a big believer that wider line gets you more bites, and I need all the bites I can get. I don't know if we're going to get a quarterback out of the portal, Caleb. We need something, to be honest with you. It's hard to go into a SEC season with only 2 quarterbacks on scholarship. You know, both are pretty unproven. I think it's terrible what, you know, Nico did to transfer like that, actually. But you know what? You don't show up for your job, you usually get fired. In my work, if you no call, no show, that's 3 attendance points. If you do it twice, you're gone. I think what's going to happen, you're going to see these NIL guys try to form some kind of players union, and I don't know if that's, you know, I'm not anti-union. I mean, I work in a union, but there's pros and cons to everything. I'm getting old because I can barely see the line here. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if an emergency happens, people understand, but holding out for more money is wild. Imagine if I called up 6 Cents and said, hey, you know, I haven't been uploading as much, or my performance is way worse the last 2 years, which I'm not going to say it's great. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's just, you know, they understand that I work a lot, and saying, yeah, instead of what y'all do for me, I need you guys to double the amount of product you give me, and I need you to pay me double money, but I'm just average. And I don't think that's going to work really good. It never works out good for anybody. But, you know, I was going to make a little video about this, but now I got y'all on the live stream. I'll just put it out there. I've been burnt out on YouTube, and actually I'm really burnt out on kind of the fishing industry as a whole. Somebody said there's no passion for the college football. I don't think there's a whole lot of guys out there right now that share the same passion for bass fishing as they once did. I think the passion has changed from chasing fish to chasing clicks. You know, I'm seeing more and more people I've never heard of. That, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously, I'm all for people creating content and, you know, do what you want to do. But the people I'm seeing new content from is there's nothing educational about it. It's about drama. It's about they call themselves news sources, but they never have sources. Um, you know, I got accused by one of them, and I wasn't even trying to be a turd or nothing. I just kind of got tired of the people trying to monetize the terrible tragedy over there at Smith Lake. You know, it's one thing to report the news. It's one thing to try to make money off of it by monetizing. And let's be honest, they're probably not making more than 20, 30 bucks from it. But would they make that video if they weren't going to make a couple dollars off of it? I don't know. I don't think so. Or if they knew they couldn't get 20, 30,000 views on it. So I left a comment and said, hey, you know, I understand this is a bad deal, but you really have to monetize this? And they come on my channel and basically said, well, I expect quit bullying smaller channel. You're just a 6 cents fanboy, sucks Ben Milliken's wiener. And I'm like, that's your comeback? You're going to tell me that's the deal? And so I just checked this guy's channel out for a little bit. And man, you know, sometimes I get wild in some comment sections, but this dude, if you didn't agree with his opinion, he was roasting you. And, you know, he can do that. I don't care. But don't ask for constructive criticism. Get it. And start calling people names. I don't want to bully nobody's. I'm not trying to bully some YouTube channel. I mean, I don't even know the guy. Man, I'm going to be honest, this cigar's got a lot of bad spots in it. All right, so let's cut this off. I'm actually going to rig this one up. I'm going to show you my favorite little flipping hook, pitching hook, in just a second. I'm going to actually rig up. I'm going to do it. I hear you, Walrus. I like Sunline too, flipping. I like Assassin really good, especially for moving style baits. But I got a good deal on the cigar, so, and I've been using it a little bit, and I've had good luck. But man, this thing was coming off in some knots in the spool. But I'll need that more later. All right, I'm gonna slide over here a little bit. Slide over. I'm gonna have to clean up the trash in my boat after this. This is for sure. One thing I like about this Trident, it's got a big wide deck. Got this. No more Zen. I'm not a Zen guy. I'm a Rogue guy now. Yeah, dude. Assassin, chatterbait line, swim bait line, spinner bait line is it's the deal. I got half a spool left of 17. And I'm gonna rig up a frog here in a minute. I'm also gonna rig up this trick shad. We got. I'm gonna move my little tripod here. Got to get in this center console. Get out the old school terminal pocket. I'm gonna rig up old Bronco bug on this thing. I love to always have 6, but I want to try the Bronco bug first thing in the morning. Yep. I am gonna rig this one up too. We're gonna rig up the old Hush Frog as well. Yes. Honestly, I think it's just user preference on Seaguar and Sunline, Caleb. I mean, that's whatever you want to do. So, I'm going to be pitching some bushes, some laydowns. Let's see. Tungsten, it doesn't matter. Tungsten is tungsten, but I do when I'm pitching like these style weights. Like I like that flipping style quite a bit. I think that's the size weight I need. Yeah. This is probably 5/16, maybe 3/8. These are cool too, and I've used these. These are these little 6 cents weights, and they're like triangle style. I actually like these a lot when you're fishing with rock. That's the size I need. That's the size I need. So my terminal box, if you guys can see, it's not crazy. I mean, it's an old school bass small fit box. I got spinnerbait trailer hooks. No grass here, so I don't have a lot of super heavy weights. Helpful review. All right, let's see that. Yeah, the birds are great here. How to buy the size of your nuts. Okay. That's weird. Man, some wild comments on here. So we're gonna rig this up. I'm gonna need, hopefully I got one in here. I'm gonna need a peg stop. Maybe. I got, yeah, there we go. And I'll show you guys my favorite flipping hook. I got them in here somewhere. I just ordered them from Tackle Warehouse. I might be out here to midnight rigging up stuff. Opinion on Scott Martin withdrawing from the league. So, this is not going to be a really popular opinion. Here we go. That's the hook right there, guys. This is a Gamakatsu finesse heavy cover worm hook for flipping, shallow cover, not real heavy stuff, but like pitching bushes and laydowns, creature baits, tubes. That right here, that sucker straight up gets them. You know I'll be tying this on too, that dirty jig. So here's my opinion on Scott Martin. You can love it, like it, hate it. He broke the rules. There's no doubt about it. And I think he withdrew to save face. You know what? That's okay too. Yeah, I'm not hating on him. I gotta remember how to put these things through. Yep. Got my peg stop on there. One try. Yeah, I am off work this weekend. Unfortunately, I'm fixing to go to afternoons, 3 to 11. So I'm gonna try to get back to streaming on YouTube. We're gonna do like Saturday Night Live, old school, and then Whatnots on Sunday. That'll be the only 2 days I can stream. All right, now where do I put my weight? All right, so weight, peg stop. I'm going to put this hook on here. I'll show you the knot I tied 99% of the time. But anyway, Scott broke the rule. The people out there getting upset and saying Matt Robertson is a snitch and all that. That's really not how it went down. And I kind of know how it went down, and it's not my business. So I don't feel like putting it out there. But let's just say when a rule violation happens, according to Bassmaster, if you witness a violation and you don't report it, you're just as guilty as the other party. So apparently there was multiple witnesses of this rules violation, along with text message receipts, and basically it was reported because people knew about it and they didn't want to get DQ'd either. I like Scott Martin. I've actually known Scott Martin for a long time, probably since I was in high school. Every time he'd come to Kentucky Lake, he would stay with a friend of mine, and I played pool with him, played cards with him. He was always super nice to me. Last time he was here, when I was running tackle shop. He came in there to see me, bought a scale, was super nice, saw him at ICAST. I like Scott. Do I think he may play in the gray area? Absolutely. And a lot of anglers have played in the gray area for a long time. Now, pause story. I'm going to rig this up. So what I do, before I tie this knot, it's San Diego jam knot. It's really easy. I throw it with everything. I always put my plastic on my hook. You know, it just gives it a little weight. You'll see why. So easy tie here. I'm going to go through the eye. And then I'm just going to let my bait hang like this right here. Let the bait hang. So the reason for the weight is it lets that bait pull down. We're windy, so it's not going to blow my bait away. Take your tag, go over your thumb, wrap it 6 times. Bring it down. You see that loop down there? I want to go between the loop, grab it with my teeth, grab that tag in, and I've got a loop here in my thumb. Just go in that loop, grab it, and you'll have something like that right there. I'm going to pull it just a little bit and wet it. Then I'm going to pull that knot down. It almost looked like a loop knot there, and just pull it all together. And that is a badass knot. And I've never had one fail on me. And then you take your scissors. Just cut your tag in right here. So yes, that is a bronco bug. And I don't know, I'm gonna go blue side down on this. Kyle Welcher special right here. So I got a 3/0 in this. And that hook is rigged perfect. Bronco bug, perfect there. So now I'm gonna slide my weight down. Yes, that should be all right. We'll see if old Kentucky Lake Bass likes that. So I got rod 1 rigged up. Whew, that 70 SLX feels good, guys. Feels good. Hey, what's up, Ev the Goat? Thought it was a Live beaver. Well, I got some Live beavers, but I didn't have this color. And what's crazy is the price of JDM plastics are fixing to go way up. You know, there are tariffs. Put that on the old hook keeper down here. What's up, Neely? Neely's out here. I'm excited about this. Unicorn and SLX 70. Should be a pretty nasty combo. You coming up here? No. No? Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to rig up this other rod now. I'm going to rig I believe I'm going to put a swim bait on it. But yeah, that's my Scott Martin deal. It was known that there was a potential DQ coming, rules violation. Again, I'm not going to bash him. I'm not going to bash the person that turned him in. First, put these hooks in this box. I'm going to dig them. It's just, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, boy, I got 2 new rods. This one's a this is a 7.5 medium heavy ESP. And actually what I'm going to do with this rod is I'm going to rig up a well swim bait on a belly hook. We're going to have overcast skies tomorrow. It's going to be the ultimate spinner bait, swim bait day up shallow. I want something a little different that not everybody else is doing. A lot of guys are going to be throwing spinner baits and stuff like that, top water. I want to rig up a swim bait that I can see and reel it kind of fast. So the well is a really good choice. Watch that rod, Nils. So I've got another rod I'm going to rig up with the XT Shimano SLX. And I'm going to put 17-pound test Invisidex on it as well. That's pretty much my go-to size is 17. I do drop down to 15, sometimes 12 quite a bit. And one good thing with this, I'm going to put swim bait on it. If later in the day I want to switch to rattle trap or something like that, with this being a medium heavy, I can still crank with it. Where does Connell rank now after Red Crest? So if you're going to, yes sir, I am, LFG. Man, I would say, ooh, this XT. I love the color on that. Kind of matches my boat. Dude, if Connell's not #1, he's got to be in the top 3 in the world. I mean, he might have knocked Wheeler off.
But Nico left Tennessee.
Yeah, we're talking fishing, not football. Neither one of y'all know Nico left Tennessee. I would say my top 3 would have to be, and this is going to be unpopular opinion, Wheeler, or Connell 1, Wheeler 2. I would put Welcher at 3 and Trey McKinney 4. People are going to get really mad about me saying Trey McKinney 4. 5 is probably Easton Fothergill. And we're talking about fishing at the moment. I mean, Fothergill, 2 open wins last year, won a classic. It's really hard to win an open. You're fishing against like 300 people. He won 2 of them. Dude, Jake Lawrence would be in the top 10 too. This is his first year fishing the BBT, and he's doing awesome. I think Connell's the best doing it right now. And what's cool is, yeah, he scoped a bunch of fish, but he also caught them without the scope.
Wait, Dad.
Like, I think Wheeler's 1A, Connell's 1B. It's really hard to separate. Drew Gill, I mean, Drew Gill's shown us he don't have to have a scope. A lot of people didn't see that coming. So,
Dad, what's top? Name top.
dude, Welcher is fishing like a man with his hair on fire. Go Buckeyes. Well, I hope y'all don't pick up Nico on the transfer portal. Wouldn't be good for y'all.
Name the top. Dad,
Yes, Neely.
what's your most favorite fish?
My most favorite fish?
Yeah.
Neely wants to know is an old smallmouth bass. I like the smallmouths.
We caught a big bass.
Yeah?
When I went fishing with Dad.
Well, I see you're bragging about it. All right, I got to get this rigged up. It's an interesting debate. I don't think there's any one guy on bass that's just kind of running away except for Welcher. John Garrett started off great this year. I'm getting old.
You are.
Thanks, Neely.
We also saw a lizard today.
Yep, me and Neely saw a lizard today. She did not want me to use it as bait.
No.
I gotta go. All right. How you like Trey? I like Trey McKinney. I think he's a really good fisherman. If you guys knew where he grew up fishing, Wren Lake and Kincaid, Lake Egypt, places like that, you've got to be really good fishing a jig, fishing shallow. It's not really a scoping places, but he has adapted and he's really good on the scope.
Why are you on the
And
cat
I think I fish for say this for many people who are afraid to say it, and I'll die on this hill. A lot of the people that are hating on Trey McKinney and other young anglers is simply because they're young, which I find absolutely amazing. Like, we all watch sports. Guess who gets all the love in the NBA and the MLB? Look at MLB. Ellie De La Cruz is only like 22, something like that. Unreal talent. People love him. The fans love the young guys. In bass fishing, we hate on the young guys. It's all, oh, they're scope, or what's the other big one? They haven't paid their dues. I'm sorry, I didn't know you had to actually, go broke financially, or some of the other train wrecks I hear from guys trying to be pro fishermen. I didn't know that was part of paying your dues. I thought you just showed up and fished and the best man won. Do I love forward-facing sonar? Nah, I don't. What's up, Ken? It's not my cup of tea. I got it on my boat and I've used it. I've caught more fish not using my forward-facing than I have with it.
You need to put more stickers on your boat.
Neely says more stickers need to be on my boat. But I just feel like there's a lot of people that are just hating on the younger generation because they're young. And I don't see that in other sports. And other sports too, guys retire in their early 40s, late 30s. You see some older guys hang around in baseball, but not in football. You got some older guys in the NBA like LeBron, his hairline's it's about gone. But I mean, Robert Horry was super old. They see you, Neely. Be careful. Ron Hill, they get that good by doing more of the exact thing they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, I agree. A lot of these younger guys are spending more time on the water. These people on social media say some wild things. And like, I was going to fish a BFL a couple weeks ago. It got canceled. I decided not to fish it. But there are all kinds of guys. I did not, Darius. I had some things to do with my mom and other things. I haven't fished all week, but I'm going to go fish that Jetta tomorrow. So You can drop me some waypoints if you need. Guys, it's legal to share info in the Jet and Red. But, or just tell me I'm doing something stupid. But anyways, these guys spend a lot of time on the water. But they say is forward-facing sonar. It's ruining tournament fishing. No boats. There's no co-anglers anymore because of forward-facing sonar. Look, I'll tell you guys straight up. The co-angler numbers and the BFLs have been dropping steady for 7, 8 or more years. Used to here on Kentucky Lake, before the lake went to crap for a little bit, you would literally have 200, 210 boats show up for the BFL. And there would be 20, 30 co-anglers on the waiting list. But what's really changed is high school and college fishing. You have more kids in high school and college fishing than ever before. And what's happening is daddy or mommy or they, because I don't want to put everybody in that group, they have a boat, whether it's a nice boat, a used boat, and they've been fishing team tournaments, high school tournaments, college tournaments for years now. Well, then it comes time to fish a BFL. They've got a boat. They don't have to fish co-anglers. So you're seeing more of those guys fish on the boater side and less on the co-angler side. And people aren't taking account to that. Yep, that's called a glitch. It's a drop shot bait. I gotta find a special hook over here.
Yeah, but before you fish, you have to have a fishing license.
I do have a fishing license, Neely. I will not be turning in any share lunkers without a license.
Yeah, you get a run.
Yep. I'm gonna find my swim bait hooks. Well, I know I had one. I know I freaking had one.
You lose it because
I did. Looks like I did lose it. I'll have to go find one.
I'll have to find
Okay, Neely. So anyway, that's my opinion on that. I can tell you what they are doing. I have a feeling they're gonna be shallow. Who is popping big shots bubbles? He still
That's it?
Tell the truth. Mommy wouldn't give his gay ass the money to I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to be more positive.
Here.
No, that's just a jig head. I need a swim bait head.
Oh.
I'll have to find one here in a minute.
No.
Maybe I've got one in here.
Oh,
I've got all this 6th Sense stuff. Surely I can find what I'm looking for.
and I went Easter egg hunting at school.
You went Easter egg hunting at school?
Yeah, I got a lot.
You got a lot of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Well,
The cat shower.
what? Alright, so I'll come back to that one. I'll have to come back to this one. But I've got line on it. Nice combinations of ESP75 SLX XT. Let's rig up a frog rod. We're going to put this hush frog on there.
What's in here?
Is there? Well, it's not the one I'm looking for.
Okay.
Good try. Go let them dogs out before they scratch my window up.
Okay.
I had an EWG hook here. Put this down here. Might need this. Sorry guys, I'm not paying attention for a second. I gotta get this rod out. Y'all might see my nice ass here in just a second. Here's some cool line. I'm gonna rig this up on a swim bait, and I'm gonna tie a buzz bait on a rod too. I'm gonna have to re-spool. This is 20-pound Iser line. This stuff is not expensive. It is some of the best glide bait, swim bait, hard bait line, and it's great for buzz baits too. Who are you talking about popping big shot bubbles? Who is a sham? Are you talking about Trey McKinney? Who cares if he lives with his mom? He's only like 20. I live with my parents, so I was like 25. Free meals, no rent. Angel? Hold on. Angel, get over here.
Can't tell you this on my phone. I'll tell you after.
Okay. Like, I don't understand that. No, you dumbass. Oh,
Why is my dad getting hate stuff?
He breaks his mom's bank account. I do not live with my mom, bro. It's literally what in the world?
We're actually just saving up for vacation.
Yeah, thanks, Neely. I do not live with my mom. I'm like 39. What's up, Bayou Burner? Tackle Warehouse is where I got the Iser line. It was on sale. I think I got all this for like 670 yards for like 16 bucks or something like that. Really good price. I gotta move some of this stuff out of my way.
Now, Puppy, come out as you do it.
All right, here we go. Here's my frog rod I'm gonna use. This is a 7.4 heavy USA Customs. It's mag heavy. And I'm going to go SLX. Hey, go in my bait room. There's another box.
Like that?
Yeah. I need that reel.
Oh. Where is it?
I'm going to put an 8-to-1 reel on here.
Oh.
Actually, I use it on the other one. I'll just use this one. SLX XT. We're going to put some frogging line on here. Yep. Thank you, Neely. Got another SLX 70. I think this will make a really good frog reel. I'm going to put some braided line on here. I usually have a little trick for throwing on braided line. The braided line is a pain. Alright. You want to see my house, homie? It's literally right here. That's my house, dog. This is my boat, my truck. What's wrong with you? Hey, would you go in and look at the drawer and find some of that blue tape? You know where I keep the tape and stuff, Neely? Yeah, I need some blue tape or some. No, in the kitchen.
Oh.
It's in the kitchen. By the drawers. The blue or that green tape, I need a piece of it. Alright, let me find my frogging line. So this is my favorite braid. Ooh, I'd love to. I'm going to Hobstadt next Saturday. This is Sunline SX1 or FX2 frogging and flipping. This stuff is smooth, it's strong. This is my favorite. No, it's blue tape, not that. That's not blue. I may have to, I'm trying to find some tape to put around. I like to put duct tape or something around that spool so that braid can cinch down. You know where the duct tape and stuff is?
I don't know.
You know where that green tape is? It's in that drawer by the sink on the right. Yeah, getting a boat ain't easy. I had to hustle a lot of baits on whatnot for a long time. And I worked a lot of overtime. So. I can't decide if I'm gonna, this is what I'm gonna rig up. I'm going with the old bull shad. I gotta find some dang split rings. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and get this thing going while I'm waiting.
You're gonna have to help me, Dad.
Alright, just don't worry about it, Neely. You don't know where drawers are?
I do, but I can't see it.
It's in the top drawer.
I looked in it.
I'm actually gonna take the split rings off a different swim bait I got laying around here because when I bought this bull shad, for some reason, Mike did not put any split rings in the package. Love Mike, but he left me without split rings. Hey, look, there's my hook I was looking for.
Yay!
It's my swim bait hook. Now I just had to find my swim baits I was going to use. Oh, I know where they're at. I put them in the center console. What the? I lose more fishing baits than anybody I freaking know. What's going on? Well, I guess I'm gonna keep digging.
Well, Well,
Can't find them.
Brave and Angel.
I love it. I love it when I'm missing baits. I don't understand. All right, we've been on here for 40 minutes.
Raven.
39 people in here.
That's a dad.
Yeah, these legs are rough, guys.
The dog's P.O.
Yeah, the hush frog, I like it better than the Vega frog, to be honest for you.
The dog's P.O.
I do throw the babe every now and then.
Wait.
Gotta find my dang.
You remember
I'm
where
not
you
missing
left?
baits. I'm looking for some whale swim baits. I had in here.
Where did you last?
Neely, hush! My daughter about to drive me nuts. Sorry, Neely. Anyway. What else we want to talk about, guys? Or here, Neely, you want to come up here and talk fishing? Come on. Neely wants to talk really bad, so we're gonna let her do some talking.
How do you get up?
Huh?
How do I get up here, though?
Well, you got in there a while ago. Just fine.
I know my.
I've got a mess. Look at this I'm working with. It's just crankbaits and stuff from the spring. There you go. Neely's up here. Say hi, Neely.
Hi.
Come over here. Come talk. Come over here. Come talk. Sit right there.
That is a big bait.
It is a big bait. You know what we call that?
No.
That's called a bull glide. Actually, it's the 8-inch
Can I have
trick shad.
purple in it?
It does kind of have purple in it.
When's the look?
Happy Easter, Scott. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to be. What are you eating?
No.
Nothing. Nerds?
Mm-hmm.
You want to help Daddy rearrange some tackle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right. Well, I think I'm going to come back live tomorrow in the tournament. So. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap things up because I'm going to have to move around and go look for a bunch of stuff I'm missing. So, maybe I'll go live tomorrow during the tournament. I'm going to put the GoPro on the boat and all that good stuff. But just want to do a little talking. I'm going to start streaming on Saturday nights, probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Get back on the streaming schedule. I'll be on Whatnot Sunday. I've got Wiggleworts. I've got Excalibur One Knockers, Bandits, and I'm going to have some bull shads. So join me over there. Until now, I'll see you Saturday. Darius, I'll text you afterwards. You guys have a happy Easter too. Go hang out with your family.